You awaken something deep within me, something primal, something that makes me crave your touch, your presence every moment, and I want to taste every shiver you give me. I want to be wrapped in your presence, to feel every sensation you stir within me, to savor every shiver, every whisper, every touch, for it is in those moments that I feel the most alive. Each time you touch me, it's like a spark that ignites something within me, something that burns with intensity, with longing, and I can't help but crave every moment of it. There's a quiet power in the way you make me feel, a depth of emotion that I can't fully explain, and every shiver you give me only adds to that unspoken connection we share. Every moment with you is a reminder of how deeply I crave your touch, your presence, every little shiver you give me, for it is in those moments that I feel most connected to the heart of what we share. The way you make me feel is beyond words. Each touch sends ripples of longing through me, and I can't help but crave every moment of that connection we share. I want to be lost in the depths of your touch, to feel every shiver, every spark, every emotion that you awaken within me, for it is in those moments that I truly feel alive. Every shiver you give me is like a spark that ignites something deep within me, something that makes me ache for more, for a deeper connection, a more intense experience. There's an energy between us that I can't quite explain, a magnetic pull that makes every touch, every look, every moment feel like an unforgettable experience. I want to taste every sensation, every shiver you give me, to hold on to each moment and savor the way you make me feel, alive, awakened, and deeply connected to you. Each touch you give me is like a delicate spark that lights up my soul, and I want to hold on to those moments, to savor every shiver, every movement, every breath. Every time you touch me, I feel a deep longing within me, a desire to explore every part of you, to savor every shiver you send through me, for it is in those moments that I feel most alive. I want to feel every shiver, every sensation, every touch that you offer, for in those moments I feel a connection so deep, so powerful, that it leaves me wanting more. There's a certain sweetness in the way you make me feel, a mixture of desire, tenderness, and longing that I can't get enough of, and I want to taste every shiver you give me. With every moment we share, I feel my heart racing, my body aching with anticipation, and I can't help but crave more of the connection we share. Every time you make me shiver, I am reminded of how deeply I crave you, how much I long to feel every inch of that connection that we share. There is something intoxicating about the way you make me feel, and I can't help but want more of it. every shiver, every touch, every sensation you stir within me. Every moment with you is like a journey into the unknown, a place where every touch, every word, every glance makes my heart race and leaves me craving more. I want to explore every feeling, every emotion, every sensation that you stir within me, and I want to savor every single moment, every shiver that you give me. The connection we share is something rare, something deep, and with every shiver you give me, I am reminded of how much I long to experience more of that feeling. Every time you look at me, I feel a deep yearning within me, a longing that I can't fully explain, but one that grows stronger with every moment we share. There's a certain magic in the way you make me feel, a gentle pull, a soft shiver that leaves me longing for more, craving every piece of the connection we share. Every moment with you is an adventure, a chance to dive deeper into a world of sensations, of shivers, of touches that leave me wanting more with every passing second. I want to taste every feeling, every shiver that you give me, for it is in those moments that I feel most connected to the passion, the longing, the depth of emotions that you awaken within me. Every time we are together, I feel as if I am unraveling, discovering new depths of emotion, new layers of longing that leave me breathless and craving more. With every touch, you awaken something within me, a desire, a need that grows stronger with every passing moment. I crave more of that connection, more of the shivers that you stir within me. There's something about the way you make me feel that leaves me wanting more. Each touch, each look, each shiver stirs something deep inside me that I can't ignore. I want to be lost in every moment with you, to feel every shiver, every breath, every touch, for it is in those moments that I feel most connected to the magic of what we share. Every time you touch me, I feel the intensity of the connection between us, a pull so strong, so magnetic, that I can't resist wanting more, craving every shiver you give me. Every shiver you give me is like a gentle caress of the soul, leaving me wanting more, craving the depth of emotions that only you can ignite within me. In every moment we share, there is a tenderness, a subtle connection that wraps around my heart, making me feel alive in ways I never knew were possible. I long to taste every shiver, to savor every sensation that you stir within me, for it is in those fleeting moments that I feel most connected to you, most alive. Your touch, your words, your presence, it all sends ripples of longing through my very core, and I yearn to dive deeper into that connection with every passing second. There's an unspoken magic between us, one that pulls me in closer, making me ache for every shiver, every subtle movement, every quiet whisper of desire. Each moment with you feels like a gentle unraveling, a journey into a world where every shiver holds a deeper meaning, every touch is a revelation, and every breath a promise. With every shiver you give me, I find myself discovering new layers of longing, new depths of feeling that leave me breathless, unable to resist the pull you have over me. The way you make me feel is indescribable. Each touch sends a ripple of electricity through me, and every glance from you makes my heart race with anticipation. I want to taste every shiver, every whispered word, every fleeting moment that you gift me, for it is in those moments that I find myself truly alive, truly aware of how deeply I am connected to you. There is a certain magic in the way you make me feel, each shiver a reminder of how much I long to be lost in you, to experience every piece of you with every fiber of my being. Every glance, every touch, every shared breath with you makes me ache with anticipation, and I can't help but crave more of that connection that is so powerful, so undeniable. I want to drink in every feeling you stir within me, savor every shiver that courses through me when our eyes meet, and hold on to the way you make me feel as if time itself stands still. Each time you touch me, it's like a spark that lights a fire inside me, one that refuses to be extinguished, only growing stronger, more intense with each passing moment. I ache for the way you make me feel, the way you stir emotions in me that I never knew existed. I want to taste every shiver, every moment of that connection, for it fills me with a sense of longing that I can't ignore. You make me feel things that are beyond words, emotions that are so raw, so powerful, that I want to savor every single one, every shiver, every breath, every shared moment. Each time you look at me, I feel as if I'm unraveling in the most beautiful way, and I can't help but crave every part of you, every little shiver you send through me. With every touch, you pull me deeper into a world that only exists between us, a world where every sensation is amplified, every feeling heightened, and every moment cherished. In the quiet spaces between us, I find myself craving the way you make me feel, the shivers that run down my spine, the way your presence makes me feel alive in ways I can't fully explain. There's a certain sweetness in the way you make me feel, a combination of longing, desire, and tenderness that leaves me breathless and wanting more with every passing moment. I want to savor every shiver you give me, to hold on to every sensation that you stir within me, for it is in those moments that I feel most connected to the depths of my own emotions. Every time I close my eyes, I see you, and I can almost feel the shivers you send through me with just a touch, a glance, a whisper, and I yearn to hold on to that connection forever. I want to be lost in you completely, to feel every touch, every movement, every whisper, and every shiver that you give me, for it is in those moments that I feel truly alive. There's a certain energy between us, a pull that I can't resist, and every time you make me shiver, I am reminded of how deeply I crave the connection we share. I long to taste every moment, every shiver, every piece of this connection we share, for it is in those moments that I find myself more connected to you than I ever thought possible. Each time we are close, I feel the intensity of the connection we share. Each touch, each word, each look makes my heart race, and I can't help but crave more of that intoxicating pull. I want to feel every shiver you give me, to let every sensation wash over me, for it is in those moments that I feel most connected to the essence of who you are. There's a tenderness in your touch that leaves me wanting more. Each shiver a reminder of how deeply I crave you, how much I yearn to explore this connection we share. Every time you're near, I can feel my heart racing, my breath quickening, and I want to hold on to those moments, savoring every touch, every shiver, every breath we share.